What'd you do in the dead period?
Really just chilled out. Really, that's it. Nothing much. Kind of just hung out. Nothing spectacular.
How important, Benny, is the recruiting now? You know, the Peach Jam's coming up, and I know you get back into it now. So how critical are these next few weeks, few months for you?
Oh, next few weeks and few months, like you said, are very critical because we have to have these kids know that we want them here. You got to put a huge push in with the 2019 kids to let them know, hey, we want you. This is the best place for you to be, and hopefully they make that decision to come here.
You're going up against a lot of the country's best schools, best teams, best programs. For some of these kids, you've done a good job getting in the door with them. What do you need? What do you think you need to do to close the deal over the next month, next few months with some of these top-ranked kids?
I think you just got to have some favor, with the kids. You got to hope that they can say that this is kind of an NBA roster of coaches that kind of been where I want to go, and that they could teach me how to be a pro on and off the court and go further than that. So that's all you can hope for. And I know that we have the other teams have the history of putting more guys in the league over the last 5-10 years or whatever. So it's more appealing to go to those schools, but hopefully they'll respect what we can do as a staff for them in their games.
Do you think if you get one of these guys, it could be like a huge momentum builder for the rest of the class?
Absolutely. It's very important. And I've noticed that with the top teams around the country, if you get one, then kids recruit other kids. That's how it works. They go out and they're friends. They've been playing together since AAU or in All-Star games or in USA basketball, and they become friends, and they'll say, hey, wherever you go, I'm going to go. So if you get one, it definitely could be an avalanche of kids that say, hey, we want to go there as well.
You get an indication that maybe a couple of guys you're talking to might actually want to do that with some of the other guys that stay in their circle?
Well, with the caliber kids we're talking to now, pretty much all of them, we have that kind of a mentality with their friends that they want to play together. And I think it's a good thing. They're kind of piggybacking off of what the NBA is doing. I guess they're wanting to go to school to play together and play with kids that they've always played against and had a lot of respect for, and now they want to play together in school.
Was that kind of what you and Six and Billy and all those guys did back in your day when y'all all decided to come together?
Absolutely. When we were here at Memphis State back in the day, or in high school, even though East was our rival, Billy and Anthony and I, we played AAU ball together. And we wanted to stay home and play together, and that's what happened. And we did a really good job here staying home and playing at the university.
Benny, how weird is this Peach Jam? You went there the last few years,
Mm-hmm.
and the spotlight was on you for different reasons
Uh-huh.
that it's going to be on you. I know you've had a couple of months to transition into this new role.
Mm-hmm.
And as you go to an event like this, as big an event as this is it weird for you going in this new job that you have?
It's very weird because I'm used to going through the players and coaches' door, downstairs versus coming up top where the college coaches go in at. And it from the very beginning it's been weird because, I left high school and came right into the job. I coached in AAU, and I've been a part of it for years. And to be sitting on the other side and watching the coaches come in, and now to be on the other side, it's hard for me to sit there and watch because I've been involved with these kids for so long, but I understand the nature of what's going on. But it'll be fun as well sitting on the other side.
What about the same token? What do you think you've learned now that you've been in this game a little bit now as a head coach in college, as far as being on that other side and the techniques that you see the other guys, the other long-term coaches, enabling to try to go get kids?
What I've learned is that you have to be consistent with the kid and their family when you're allowed to talk to them. And you just have to continue to let them know, hey, we want you to be a big part of this. You can't take any time off because someone else is doing that job at all times. And that's what me and my staff, we understand. You have to, when you want kids, you have to let them know.
Given that committed players do recruit other players, is there any urgency to try to get a commitment in the month of July?
Well, you want to try to get commitments all the way to like the 2020 kids. You want to get commitments to guys saying, hey, I want to commit to Memphis. You want to get the guys that you're recruiting to commit early, so that the other guys will be like, okay, well, you did it, now I want to do it. So obviously it's very important, and I think that's what the top schools over the past few years have tried to do. They've tried to get guys to commit early, so that their friends and other buddies can want to go to school with them.
Yeah, you talked about your staff and how your pro experience helps as far as recruiting. Do you ever see NBA caliber talent playing in college and like, man, if I had that kid, need to do more? Like I see more potential in them.
That's hard to say. I mean, you see kids in college that have just been, phenomenal talent. Me and my staff, we feel like we can take any kid, especially a kid with a 5-star talent, and take them to the next level because we're teachers. We like to develop, and that's what a kid is going to get when he comes here outside of the education aspect. The basketball side is, that's what we do. We develop kids and get them better.
So same token, then, say you don't get the 5-star guy, you get the 3-star kid, that's a hard worker. How about, what is a different approach in trying to get them ready to go?
There is no difference. You see what their strengths are, you see what their weaknesses are, and then you go hard. We're not just saying we only want 5-star kids. You want those guys, but you're still realistically, you're going to get kids that aren't on that level that can eventually you can make them better than the way they came to you. So we thrive off of that as well. Getting a kid here, seeing him as a freshman and say, man, he really couldn't dribble that well, or he didn't have any go-to moves or counter moves or anything, and then the next year seeing him develop into a better player every year that he's here. So that's what we take pride in that.
In a perfect world, is there a formula like 3 5-stars, 4-star, and then some role players? Because you got to have other guys to do other things. What would be the perfect scenario?
I would say that. I mean, but if you can get more than 3, you take them. But I think you don't want to overload your squad with all 5-star players because of the egos and what's expected. And other teams have been able to accomplish that and do a great job. Me, myself, I like the roster to be, you got to have some guys that want to do the grit and grind. You got to have guys that can score. You got to have guys that can just be perfect teammates. You have to, the chemistry, to me, overweighs the talent in a lot of cases.
Since we last talked to you, you got a commitment from another local kid, Ryan Boyce. What was that a surprise? And could you comment at all? Is he going to be a walk-on scholarship?
It's not surprising to me because Ryan played for me at East, and he and Alo best friends, good friends. So, like I said, the kids kind of recruited him and wanted him to stay home. And right now, we're looking to him to be a walk-on and scholarship him next year. But it's always great to have the kids that that are from here that can play on the level to be here at the school to stay at home, and we're happy to have Ryan.
How nice is it to have a top 200 kid as a walk-on initially, like to have a kid who just wants to do that and gives up a scholarship at another school?
It's amazing that he did. He gave up a scholarship to UAB to stay home, so that says a lot about him and says a lot about what he believes that we can do for him in his game.
How do you see him developing? You had him last year and you had him in AAU. How do you see him developing over his career?
I see him doing really well. I think he's going to be a fantastic college player. He already has the athleticism and the speed. He just has to get the skill set and the ball handling down. He can shoot it really well, but we're going to develop him and get him better. He's going to be a really good college player.
When you have all those kinds of guys, are there red shirts in your mind, or are you just let it all go?
No, there are going to be a couple red shirts, and we'll decide on that before the time, but there are going to definitely be a couple red shirts. We can't play everyone, so we'll be a couple red shirts.
Have you figured out, right now for next year, I think you have, with Azab, you have 14 scholarship players. Have you figured out that situation?
A little bit. I mean, who's leaving, Jeremiah, Mike, and those guys, and then you just have to figure it out from there.
But even for next year, I think technically you have 14 with Lance Thomas and with Azab. Have you figured?
Yeah, I mean, me and the staff, we understand what's going on, and when we get to that, we'll be ready for it. We understand how to shape the team for the following year. We're kind of prepared for every scenario.
Kenny, what's the latest with Azab? Is it a situation, I know that all we care about is him getting healthy.
Yeah.
But for this year and going forward?
It's going to be tough for this year, man. Honestly, he's really battling. He's definitely in our prayers every day. It'll be going smoothly, and then he'll catch a snag here or there. But right now I can't say about this year. But we just want him to get healthy.
But is he still being scholarship position? Is it
We haven't even come to that point yet because we're trying to just get him healthy, and then Tom will have to tell us what to do.
Is he still being treated in Memphis?
Yes. Yeah, he's still being treated in Memphis.
CBS Sports, John Lawson had you guys number 8, I believe, in his AAC power ranking in the preseason. You too high, too low? Do you like maybe being?
You know what? That really doesn't matter to me, honestly. I think that we have to grind, and if we're low, then it gives us incentive to be like, you know what? They're not counting us in or anything this year. They're saying we're young. They're saying that we don't have enough experience. That's an incentive, for us. That's motivation. If we're high, we're saying, hey, they're expecting for us to do big things. But right now, being 8th, I don't think that's good. But we'll have to go prove it.
You talk to the kids about that, Annie, or do you just they find that stuff out
No, every day. No, we talk about it every day. We use everything for motivation because, Jeremiah, who has been here 3 years, going into his 4th year, has never made the NCAA tournament. And, of course, the team last year didn't make it. So, that alone is enough. But to be picked 8th in the conference is, that's more motivation.
It seems like the folks that are kind of got you their opinion think that you'll be so reliant on freshmen, they're a little hesitant. That's
I understand.
Almost not looking at kind of the guys that return. I mean, how good are those guys, and how reliant will you be on guys like Jeremiah, Mike Parks?
Oh, very, very. You need it's a veterans league, honestly, and your freshmen, our freshmen are doing really well, but we can't rely on freshmen. You need your seniors to step up in all aspects of the game, and off the court. So they're saying to us that they don't believe that those guys can do it, and that's more like I say, it's more motivation for them as well.
How has that meshing gone with new guys and a nucleus of the team that won 21 games last year?
Yeah, it's a family atmosphere. Honestly, it's a good, healthy, competitive atmosphere. The freshmen are not backing down, and the seniors aren't backing down. So they're battling every day to make each other better.
Is there anybody, since you've got on campus, you evaluate them obviously, but now you got them here and you go, oh wow, maybe this guy's more talented than I realized, this guy's better than I thought?
Not really. I kind of knew who was who, kind of. Everybody, Isaiah and Lance, being able to stretch the floor as well as they do, it's good to know and good to see because Lance made the decision to transfer from Louisville, and man, I hope we can get him eligible this year. He'd be a huge asset for us this year, but the way that they can stretch the floor has been amazing. And the freshmen, like I said, man, every freshman has been what we thought that they would be and more.
Is there any updates for this schedule or any year beyond that?
No. Everything's, next year I can't, I don't know because, things will go as planned as that happens. But this year, I guess it comes out next month, and nothing really has changed.
Has that been maybe one of the more tough things about this position, where you're in an AAC and not in a Power 5 to get home and homes?
You know what? I think they want to play us home and home because of the staff and what we have and what they think we could potentially have. It's also scary to teams to play us home and home because they feel like we're going to be pretty good. But we're up to all of that. We're open to anyone that wants to do that. That's in a Power 5 conference because we want to see our guys compete.
When you see preseason predictions coming out, how antsy or excited are you for these next couple of months? Even though you have a lot of work to do, but to get on the court, to get this team in games, to finally, after all of this build-up, to actually start a new season. How excited are you for the next couple of months?
I'm very excited, but I'm enjoying the process of getting them better, trying to set the culture where we want it, and that's toughness. We're really building this culture on toughness, and I will be amped and ready to go by the time the games start. I think everyone is ready. I think the city's ready. We're ready, and but I'm enjoying the process of getting these guys better because we know what's ahead of us.
How would you describe your coaching style now? I mean, at East you were like, you're sitting on the bench and you're kind of directing traffic a little bit, but you weren't an up and down, work the ref kind of guy. You see that changing anyone?
No, I'm never going to be a work the ref type of guy. I really believe in what we do as a squad, as a team, and as a coaching staff in practice, and that will just show up in the game. So I don't really have to work the refs. I mean, I will if they're to take up for my players if I feel like something is being done unfair. But I'm not the guy that's going to be talking to the refs the entire game. Maybe one statement, maybe, and that's it. But it just really depends on that game. But I'm not going to ever entire game just talk to the refs.
Did you ever get a T at East?
I did. I think I got one technical at East my entire career.
What was that for?
Standing up when they told me to sit down, and that's why I got jumped up to tell the kids something, and then the ref gave me a technical.
Time for a couple more.
All right. So how you've had a chance now, a month or so with your staff and everything. How are you guys meshing? How are the roles working themselves out?
Man, I couldn't have asked for a better staff. I mean, we have a mixture of a veteran in Tony Matlock, who's been in college for 20-plus years. Then we have a lot of NBA experience, and we're meshing it together. And what we do know is that you can't reinvent the wheel in basketball. Basketball is basketball. So we're all giving parts of our own knowledge to kind of help these kids get better. And I couldn't have asked for a better staff. The staff has been awesome.
I mean, it's like, Sam maybe working more with
Well, Sam, okay, let's talk about this. Mike is more of the tactician, kind of. Sam is the grandfather that's going to get on you and scold you a little bit. Tony is the dog. His nickname is Dog. He's going to be the one to keep everybody up. And I'm just kind of laid back and until I have to kind of step on the gas. But I'm more laid back and kind of observing everything.
Jeremiah said when we talked to him a couple weeks ago Is he back in workouts yet, or?
He's actually doing workouts, small workouts, but not with the team. On the side of the court, with the strength coach and the trainer, but nothing major right now. We want him to take as much time as he needs. There's no need to rush back because I understand that you could get injured again quickly if you come back too soon.
Is there any kind of timetable, or you just?
I didn't give Jeremiah a timetable. I just wanted him to come back when he feels ready. There's no rush right now.
Is there a general timetable for that kind of an injury?
That I don't know. I don't know because everybody's body is different. Some heal faster, some don't. So right now, we'd rather just err on the other side of it with him just taking as much time as he needs.
Okay, would you say he'd be?
Last one.
Well, has he been cleared for contact by that, and y'all just
Hey,
saying?
I don't think he's been cleared for contact. I think he's just kind of building his way back up with a little conditioning and getting used to just being back out on the court. And then, of course, we'll welcome him back in whenever he's ready.
Sam on the court, or is he kind of hobbling around?
Sam is rolling around the court.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thanks.